YouTube, what's happening? It is Thursday, January 16th, and we have 13 games in the NHL that we're going to focus on today. Little recap of yesterday. Only had 2 games, but I have 4 plays, went 3-1. This one didn't do too good. Everybody else did their job, so whatever we can do. 3-1, I will take that every day of the week if I can get that. If you want the sheets that you want to do your own research, or if you just want these plays all nice and typed out for you, all you got to do, go to the HQ, sign up. Simple as that, easy peasy. So I give it there if you want. If not, no big deal. Everything's in the video. Just trying to make it easier on you. So we have 13 games. We're going to break these down, look at the props, look at the numbers, see if we can find some value and keep the green streaks alive. So let's go ahead and jump to the first game right now. All right, first game is going to be New Jersey and Toronto, and we can see it is currently New Jersey 128 on the money line with a 5.5 total out there. We pop over to the actual, we're going to look at the goalies first. This is Lineup Experts, which is a cool website that just has the stuff, and we can see who is confirmed and who is not, all that fun stuff. So we want, where is New Jersey? There they are. We have 2 expected, Jacob and Joseph, 215, 265, 215 is sick. Anything, if you're new, because I know some people are new for NHL, if anything below goals against, which is how many goals they give up on average per game, same for this one. If it's 2.5 or lower, I tend to not take points for them because they're just really good. To me, 3.0, maybe 2.9, that's about average. Anything higher than that's kind of laughable because you're just bad. But when you start seeing numbers like this is one of the best ones in the league right now. Currently, 215 is like top 5. 265 is probably like the 20th range, maybe higher. They have goalie ranks based on, this is like fantasy points and stuff. So, but it's a cool look. So I go with it. So New Jersey definitely has statistically a better goalie. So let's pop over here to the numbers. We see 4-5-1, 6-4-0. That's how they've been doing the last 10 games. We have the whole season and last 10. Just like in college basketball, I always put the recency because last 10 in pro sports, that's about 2 weeks because that's 14 days. They play about maybe 2, maybe 3 weeks tops. They can get 10 games in. So looking at this, we see 2.5 versus 3.2. Toronto is doing way better at scoring goals, and on shots, you can see Toronto's not giving up many. They're deep. I mean, they're giving up way too many. Sorry. New Jersey's not giving up many. So you can see how the defense is working on shots too. And if you care about power plays and shorthand and penalties, all of that stuff's here for you as well. But we want to go over props. And this is Outlier. Link in the pinned comment. You click it, you sign up, you get you a week for free of Outlier for all sports because it's just awesome. So I already have it set to the game, and I have my 4 props. And just in case you're new, I'll show you. I do assists, I do points, I do saves, and I do shots on goal. I don't do times, I don't do hits, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't do goals. Goals are like touchdowns or home runs. It's people do them all the time. All you see on Twitter is nothing but people playing goals. And it's like, yeah, if you want to play long shot lotto, sure. We don't do that around here. We try to actually slowly build a bankroll, so we don't do that here. So we focus on the last 10. We do a little reset right there. We see we have 4 props that in the last 10 games have hit at least 7 out of 10 times. And that would be Hughes, 3.5 shots on goal, which 3.5 is ridiculously high, but we'll look at it. Joseph to get the saves, which we'll look. I never get to do saves. It doesn't pop up often, I will tell you that. Bobby McMahon shots and Nico shots. So we have these here. So let's look at them. So, and we just like in every sport, we want to go averages. So his number's 3.5. He's averaging 4.4 in the last 10 games and 4.6 in the last 5 games. So it makes me feel pretty good about taking this. I hate taking 3.5. I'll tell you that. Hell, I hate taking 2.5. But the fact that this dude is doing it, I'm okay with it. He, like, something's happened recently. He just started shooting a whole bunch more. And then also we have Joseph saves. Now this one, I even throw some more data into it. So we can see last 10, he's averaging 27.5, last 10, 27.2. Sure, that's great. But if we look over the data too, we can also see New Jersey is number 11th in shots at 29.4, which is over that, which is going to help. So I think I'm going to take Joseph on the saves too, because I never get to take goalie saves, and I like to do it. And then Bobby McMahon, 1.5, you can see, doesn't look the best. Only a 2.1, that ain't good. 1.4, oh, hell no, get off my screen. Nico, 2.5, he's averaging 3.1 with a 2.8, not the best. So he can go away. And then we already have that, and that's NBA. Let me scroll that over here. So I have Joseph, I have Jack. I have the 2 props I want to take. Side and total-wise, I lean I don't lean anything because I don't. New Jersey's offense is struggling. Toronto's offense is good, but Toronto's going up against Jacob, who's a 2-1-5. See how that works? I don't want to take those, so I'll take these two props, which is going to be Jack to get his 3.5. Ugh, we're going to take it, and we're going to take Joseph to get 24.5 saves, and we're going to move on to the next game. All right, game 2, we're looking at Washington and Ottawa. Now that you know how things go, we can go a little faster now, so we can focus on Washington. There they are. It is a pick 'em essentially with a 5.5 total. Let's look over at the goalies. Where did they go? I just saw. There they are. Logan and Levi. Levi's confirmed with a 198. Now, it's only been 7 games. And I mean, I need you to be at like 10, 15 games before I really consider you a beast. But I mean, come on, you're looking the part. And then you're at a 2-2-2. And you're literally at 24 games in the season so far. So yeah, this is a hell of a matchup so far. Let's pop over to the numbers. 6-2-2, 4-5-1. Ottawa's offense is not doing good, and it's not going to against Logan probably. 2.1 goals going up against a 2-2-2. 3-2 versus a 198. And you see the defense is doing good for Washington. I'm leaning under in this bad boy. I'm telling you that right now, because combined, we're looking at 5.3. They're only giving up 5 point. They're also at 5.3. How about that? And then we got 2 goalies there. Yeah, over. Nope, we're going under 5.5 in this one. We're gonna ride with the good goalies. The offense is kind of Washington. I would lean Washington. Hell, I could just lean Washington overall too. The defense is good. The offense is defense is good though. They kind of cancel out. So let's go to props. I'm leaning under for sure. Let's see if there's anything I want to take here though. So let me pick the right game. I went with the Caps. Here we got them. We only have 4 props that are doing any good in the last 10, and it's going to be Tom Wilson. That's the first time Tom Wilson's popped up this whole year. You shots on goal, your point. I'll see points against a 198. I don't think so. Sorry, we're not taking Pierre-Luc and we're not taking Jakob. So let's look at these two. Tom Wilson, you have been. What have you been doing recently, dude? You were popped out of nowhere. You've been around. You just never consistently pop in the 70% range. Is what it is. So last 2.5 is good. That's a 1 full goal shot on goal over. We like that. And then 2. I don't like that. So that's gone. Bye. And then we got, I'm not even about to attempt to say that last name. I'm going to butcher NHL names. I hope you know this. I've only started watching NHL in the past year. So some of you that have been watching it for like 20, 10, 15 years, hey, congrats. You can say every name. I'm going to butcher them. Just like I do in football, just like I do in basketball. Hell, just wait till I start doing soccer and tennis. Just wait. And WNBA is coming up. Oh yeah, I'm doing videos for all of them. Don't you worry, they're coming. So yeah, I'm a team of 1. I can only do so much. So let's see. 2.9, not bad. 2.6, not the best. So I mean, it looks okay, but I'm just not enough. I need volume. I need a big gap, and I'm not getting it from these guys. So we're just going to take that under 5.5. I hope for an absolute mind-boggling, boring game and go to the next game. All right, game 3, we're going Anaheim and Tampa, and we're currently at Tampa 320. That's a high number. Anytime we get this high, I like to be a little cheeky and do things like this. We open to a new tab, we come over here into the game itself, we look at the alternate puck line, and we look for a plus 2.5 because I've only missed 1 all year. And I don't really get them too often, but when I do, see if it's under minus 200, I take it. Anaheim plus 2.5. But I'm concerned because Anaheim did have that game that got blew out like this week already. So I'm a little concerned. And it is Tampa. And I'm a little bit of a homer for Tampa because I'm in Tampa. But I'm looking at, the first thing I'm going to look at is Tampa's offense. They're only getting 2.7 goals a game. So that means you tell me that they have to win by 3 and they can't even score 3? Yeah, no, we're taking that. We're going Anaheim. We're going Anaheim plus 2.5 right there. If we can get it, we get it. So, and defense is looking good. They're average on things. That's what you want to see. Let's look at who the goalies are. That might help too. Let's see. Tampa. There they are. Yeah, 2.38, 2.9. John's not bad. John's getting better. He was over 3. Now he's about average, maybe a little bit above average now. And Andre is, yeah, 2.38. You know, he's one of the tops. So based on the numbers, I'm taking 2.5 for Anaheim. I just hope it's a low scoring, like 3-1 game, 2-0. We'll take something like that. Could take the under if you wanted to. Let's go to props. See if we got anything over here. We have 3 to choose from, and we have 100 randomly we could look at. Paul points against John Gibson might be. We'll open that up too. Cirelli, man, Cirelli had that streak earlier this year where he was like 11 straight games of at least 1.5 shots on goal. And then we'll look at See, we're not looking at Anaheim point because Tampa 2-3 at goals against is no, that's outside of our range. So you've had 5 straight games with a point. The last 5, obviously, it's just one. You've hit a point in 22 of 36 games, which is you're averaging 0.69. Sorelli shots on goal, man. Yeah, when I say he had a streak, there it was right there. There, that beautiful streak right there. Just woo, so many games in a row. It was beautiful. I bet most of those. It was nice. But recently, he's averaging 2.3. That's not good enough for me. Sorry, buddy. Paul, what have you been up to? 1.5, 2.2, and 2. Not good enough. Sorry. I need at least a full goal over in your shots on goal, and it's not there. I'm tempted to say Paul. He's got 5 in a row. He likes to be streaky. I can see it. Let's do it. Let's take Paul. I don't love it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't love this, but I'm going to take it over 0.5 points. It's points, right? Yeah, points. And it's like it's already like 105, so it's a risk. But he's hit 5 in a row. We'll ride the streak. Next game. All right, next up, we're going to Detroit in Florida, and we can see it is Florida 265, 5.5 is that total. Let's bounce over here to the goalie, see who we got. Cam is confirmed. Sergey is at 278, 297. So there's nothing, no big difference here in the goalies. They're both confirmed though, which is nice to know. Which means nothing. They could change that at any minute. It's just like pitchers in MLB. You think they're going to start, and then all of a sudden the game starts, and it's like, wait, woo, where'd that guy go? Yeah, yeah. So welcome to professional betting sometimes. Sports, fun things. Let's see, Florida 6-4. They're both 6-4. Nice. Florida's offense has not been doing good, but their defense is keeping them in games. And Detroit's offense is doing good, and their defense is not. So they're kind of canceling each other out here. So I don't like a side. I don't like a total. Let's go to props, see if I like any of it. And we got some good ones here. 20 saves. That's it. Why is it so low? Okay, hold up. Let me pop back over here. So, okay, so he's at 20 saves, 20.5. We need 21 saves from you. Detroit is at shots, is only at 25. That's not good. Ooh, that's gonna be a sweat, isn't it? That's gonna be one hell of a sweat. Florida is giving up 29 though, so this should be close to that. Ooh, let's look a little deeper into that one real quick. That's nice. 26.6. That's Detroit's not really a high shooting team. And against Detroit, these are all last year, and then he's averaging 24. Man, I want to take it. I'm gonna, if Detroit does their average, they're gonna shoot 25.7 shots on goal. Now, assume they make their average, which is 3.2. That's going to knock us down to 22.5 saves, which is still 2.5 over. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. We're going for it. So I'm gonna Bobrovsky over 20.5 saves. I guess we'll call it SV to save some space. SV. Nice. All right, we'll take that. What else we got? We have 100% Lucas Raymond points against who? Yeah, you've been doing pretty good recently. Can't complain. Let's see, Larkin. I mean, you can take anybody from points. They're all doing pretty good recently, but I like shots on goal. So let me look at Rodriguez. You're averaging 1.8. That's no. Just right away. No. Now, see, points is nice because we're getting some volume out of these dudes. 1 point's fine, but when you start popping off for 2 points and even 3, that's what I like to see. And it's an EV play, which means Outlier tells you this stuff. It should be 154, but you can get it at 128 with the right book, which if you're smart, you're using multiple books. So, all right, we're going to take this. We'll take Raymond. We'll take Raymond over 0.5 points. Plus that, plus Bobrovsky, and then we will. I'm not taking a side or total. Just gonna take the 2 props. If I were to lean aside, I would obviously lean towards Florida because they're 265 and their defense is good. But there's not enough there. Detroit's offense can keep them in the game, so it's not enough for me to take. So next. Next up, San Jose and Columbus, and we have 170 for Columbus, 6.5 is our total. Look over here, some goalies, both confirmed. Alexander Edvis, 3-1 versus 3-4, not the best. That's why it's 6.5. I can already tell you right now. Let's look over at the offense defense, and oh my goodness, what a difference. Number 1 offense in the last 10 games is Columbus at 4.1, but they're still giving up 3-4, but they're still winning by 0.7. And San Jose is getting outscored by 1.4 goals a game. So Columbus is 170, but yet statistically slightly better goalie. But then the offense and the defense, I'm taking Columbus on the money line. I don't care. CBJML, we're taking that. I don't even care. Let's look over at the prop. Do we have any props? Almost some points. 100%. Eklund shots on goal. I do like the fact it's on the other team. I might like that. That does look good too. But we got 32 on there. Ooh, 33.5 shots on goal. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I don't even care about the points. Let me get the shot on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that. He's in the last 5, he's averaging 3.4. That's almost 2 full shots over 1.5. Yeah. Let me take this. Eklund over 1.5 shots on goal. And it's a good odds too at 128. Love that. So we'll take the money line for Columbus. You to get your shots on goal. So it's both teams, and we'll move on to the next one. Next up, we have Philadelphia and the New York Islanders, and we see it is New York 135 with a 5.5 total. Looking over at some goalies, we have 2 confirmed again. We have Samuel and Sorkin, 282, 286 are the same. Statistically, nothing really stands out with them. Looking at the numbers, they're the same offensively. They're about the same defensively. This Philly's a little bit worse. They're getting outscored by 1 full goal a game in the last 10. Meanwhile, New York's only getting outscored by 5. 3-6-1, 4-6-0. It's the same damn record, basically. So these two teams are identical currently. So there's no side or total even to be talked about prop-wise. Bo shots on goal, Noah shots on goal, man, everybody's 2.5. Whatever. Let's open them up, see if anybody's doing good. Because if they're not, I will 100% pass. And then we'll look at the points too. I'm not loving the points of these two, but hey, whatever. We'll see you're averaging 2.6. You're over by 1, 3.8. But then you did have a game where you had 8 shots. So it's skewing those numbers a little bit, but whatever. Owen, not bad. 5-4, averaging 3.2. 2.5 though. What was your number? 1.5? Yeah. Let's see. Last 5, you were 3.4. So you're not, yeah, you're not over by a goal. So you're gone. Sorry, friend. Noah, 2.5. Not by a goal. Not by a goal. Gone. See, 2.5 is hard to hit. And you, 3, just go away. And then points for you, 0.87 out of 10. And there's no volume. Like you have a little bit, you have 0. Well, you both have 1, but you have more 0. So I'm going to take both you off. I might take you. 3.8 is a lot over. Now, it is doing a lot of lifting from this one game against Toronto, but 3, 4, a couple 2s. I'll rock with this one. That's all I like in this one. So, let's see, KOV over 1.5 shots on goal. I'm not taking a slider total as we talked about. Next up, we got Calgary and St. Louis, and we can see it is 134 for St. Louis with a 5.5 total. Bounce over here to the goalies. Dustin and Joel are both confirmed 2.5 and 2.86. So we got some pretty good ones, above average and a beast pretty much. Anything 2.5 or below, I don't take points against. So we're not taking St. Louis points. Can't do it. Not going to do it. So looking at the numbers, number 2 offense for St. Louis. So they are cooking, but they're going up against Dustin, who's a 2.5. So we'll see how well that translates. Calgary, not so much. just not so much. And Calgary loves the penalty box. Look at that. They're averaging 13 minutes a game of penalty time, which means their opponents have advantages of 4v5, an extra man, whatever. But hell, sometimes probably more than that. And they're, yeah, that is ridiculous. It's crazy. So, anywho, to the props. Just weird things like that pop out. You're like, wow, that is crazy. Man, wow. That is, whew. I'm still blown back by that. So, all right, let's see. We get these. Robert Thomas shots on, I'll do shots on goal. I'm okay with that. Points. You see us 3 St. Louis points. We're not doing them because 2.5. We have rules. We don't break our rules. So we have 1 prop. It's shots on goal for this dude, and he's been crushing it this week. Yeah, he's averaging 3.1, last 5, 3.4. Yeah, welcome to the list, buddy. Like, yeah, I've taken this a lot this week. I'll tell you that much. So he's a prop for sure. I'm not taking a side or total. I kind of lean St. Louis, though, but I'm concerned a little bit. But we'll leave. That number 2 offense is enticing, but Dustin is pretty good. So I'll just take Thomas to get 2 shots next. All right, next up we have Chicago and Nashville. Currently we see it is Nashville 260 with a 5.5 total. Looking over here at the goalies, we currently see a 3.24 and a 2.77, which is confirmed for Saros. So Nashville statistically has a little bit better of a goalie. Looking over at the actual numbers, you see Nashville is just mid. 0 goals differential. They're just average offense, average defense. Chicago's just not good. We know that. So no, you can see it there for yourself. Popping over to props. We have 4 props we can look at. I'm open for points for all these, so we can look at points. Even though Chicago's bad, they do have a stud. We can look at that. Saros saves. Chicago is 27th. So saves at 20.5. We'll look at that because we don't really get saves too often. So let's pop back and look. Chicago is shooting 25 shots on goal average. Nashville's giving up 28, but they're scoring 2.7. So you would assume they're probably 22 and a half again. Now, if we come back and look at Saros, how has he been doing? Well, sometimes the defense has been stepping up and nothing really happens. So I'm a little concerned. Like the other one, almost everything was 9 out of 10. It was looking good. This one's these concern me, these little spots. Whole year, I don't know. 21.7 is nowhere. That's just barely above that. I'm going to pass on his saves. Okay. So we're pass on that. Let's look at your points. Jonathan's points or Jonathan's assists. So you can do either one. Basically, do you want the assists? That's his goals. So if you want to do that, to me, I personally like taking points. I know the odds are a little worse on the points. I see 190, but that gives you the option. It opens it up. So you want to have a goal or an assist. You have both. So you could take this if you want to against a 3-2-4 goalie. I like that. Now you points against Saros, you're just a beast. Obviously, we're probably going to take you too. So for me personally, I am going to take, what's Nashville, 260? Yeah, we're not taking money line Nashville. That ain't happening. So I'm going to take Bedard. I'm going to take this over half a point for you because one, it's a EV play. It should be 172. You can get it 140 out there. It's pretty nice. And then we're going to take Jonathan here because he's 9 out of 10. Looks pretty good. We'll take that as well. Move on to the next game. All right, next up we got Montreal and Dallas. Currently we're sitting on Dallas 210 with a 5.5 total. Looking over at the goalies, 0.97, man. It's only been 3 games. Like, well, come on, let's pump the brakes a little bit. But dude's looking good. And 2-3-1 is just overall great, too. Jake's obviously one of the top goalies in the league. You are looking like a beast, but we need to see. So let's pop over to the numbers. It's a lot of green. That's a lot of offense. Look at that. I don't know. I could go over, I could go under, I could go Dallas, hell, I could go Montreal. It doesn't matter which way you go. So all of it really cancels out, really, if you think about it. So instead, let's look over the props. And I'm not taking points against either of these. So no Caulfield points, no Suzuki, no Ben. Ottinger saves, maybe. Let's see, shots on goal for sure. We'll look at shots on goal, though. Let's start off with the save because we never get these too much. Ooh, see, anytime I see this up and down stuff, and just, yeah, another thing, look at the shots. They're only giving up 24 shots a game, and they're only getting 28. I don't like that, but they're scoring a bunch too. See, I'm not feeling good. I don't feel warm and fuzzy about that. Sorry, Jake, you got to go away. So, Harley, shots on goal. He is averaging 2.5, which is 1 over. We like that. And 3. I'm okay with that. So he could be a play. Let's see if anybody's better. 2.5. And look at this. That kind of looks nasty. That's no gone. Caulfield looks a lot better. A whole lot better. 2.5. He's at 3.9. Yeah, we'll take these two. So we're going to go UFILD over 2.5 shots on goal. I'm down for that. I'm not scared. And then Harley, I will take the 1.5. So we'll take those 2 shots on goal. Not going to take a side or total because this is just too much green. That's way too much. Next. Seattle, Winnipeg. Next. Winnipeg, 220, 5.5 total, and the madman's finally done it. He has hit the 199, and yeah, disgustingly good. Now, Joey's not bad. Let's be honest. Joey's a beast as well. We're not taking any points in this game because hell no. I don't even want to touch this game. Connor's is way too good. Like, come on. Like, let's look over the numbers. Winnipeg is offensively they're good. Seattle is just they can't score. And now they're going up against Connor, who doesn't give up anything. 199, come on. So this is Winnipeg all day. It's at minus 220 though. That's outside of my price range. I don't go above 200. That's just me. That's my personal belief. So you can do what you want. If you want a money line parlay, by all means have fun, but I'm not doing it. Especially NHL money line parlays don't tend to hit too well. Weird things happen sometimes. So we have some props. Look, so short shots on goal. I'm okay with that. 100% last 5, 9 out of 10. Good stuff. Points, no. Connor shots on goal. We'll look at assist points, shots on goal. So that's all we got. We got 3 choices. So far, it's a pass. Shots on goal for you, 3. You're averaging 3 no matter what. That's double that. I'm okay with that. That's good stuff. You are way too close for comfort. 3.1 on a 2.5 is not enough gap. That's not enough volume. So that's a no. And then 1.5, 2.7, 3. I could take this. You randomly had 7 shots on goal and 6 here. So you're so weird. So weird. So shorts is always a fun one. Shorts over 1.5. 1.5, yeah, shots on goal. And then I don't know about you. What have you done all year? You've done, wow, you were consistent start of the year. Then you had a period where you were not consistent at all. Now you're just getting a high volume. So, you know what? Let's take it. Let's go Nino. I'm not typing the whole last name. 1.5 shots on goal. You know who it is. Well, you should know who it is. Just look for Nino if you want to take this for Winnipeg. So I'll take Nino. I'm going to take Schwartz, and we're going to move on from there. Next up, Rangers and the Utah Hockey Club. It's a pick 'em. It's 114 for Utah. That's basically a pick 'em. 5.5 is our total. Let's look at the goalies. 2.9, 2.48 confirmed for Utah. Statistically better for Utah. Offensively, Rangers are statistically better there because Utah is just doing poorly when it comes to scoring. They're both getting outscored by a goal a game in the last 10. So I'm not taking a slider total there at all. And then our props, let's see, assists, points. We don't take anything against Utah because Utah's goalie is 2.48. So we could look at Keller. We could look at Cooley. These two for sure. 2.5 for you shots on goal has actually been hitting nicely. So we'll look at that. And then you shots on goal. So let's start with the points. Let's start with shots on goal. I prefer shots on goal more than points. That's just me personally. It feels like it's easier to hit. So 3.1 and a 2.5 is just not good enough. It ain't going to cut it. Nope, not going to cut it. Sorry. 1.5, 2. Nope, not going to cut it. And let's look at the points. Let's see if we have volume. 1.2 for you. Just 1. And 1. Okay, I'm already going to take Logan off. I don't like that. Let's see. Keller assists or points. Which one am I going to go with? Okay, points is at 200. I don't like that. And that's at plus 105. To be honest, I'm not really feeling this game. So we haven't passed one the entire game. I think this is the first game. I kind of just want to pass. Move on to that next. All right, next up, Edmonton and Colorado. You can see Colorado's 115. It's basically pick them still. Slide some leans. 6.5 is our total. Let's look over at the goalies. We have McKenzie confirmed 2.48. Dude is balling out of his mind recently. Great stuff. Stewart is 2.67. Pretty good. Man, I remember when he got traded, he was sitting at a 3.1, 3.2. But now look at him. Look at him. You can see. You can change. You can do it. Numbers. Look at all the green. Oh my goodness. 7-2-1, 8-1-1. This is a hell of a matchup. Yeah, 3-9 versus 3-3. They're outscoring their opponents by 2 goals a game, basically. If the Colorado is winning by the puck line on average, which means they're winning by at least 1.5. There you go. I'm not saying take it. I'm saying this is fun. That's how much they're winning by. Let's see. Your shots on goal hit last time. I'm definitely gonna look at you again. 2.5 feels higher for you, but we'll look. We're not taking any points for Edmonton because we don't go against a 2.48 on points. So all those points for Edmonton are not being taken. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it. We will look at shots on goal though. And we have a couple of those we can look at. Yeah, we have 3. Another one. So many points, assists, none of that. All those are Edmonton points. We don't take those. Shots. We have a lot of shot on goals. Okay, start off with you. I took you last time. You hit. It was beautiful. 2.7 on a 1.5. That's over 1. That's going to be a play probably. I'm not going to lie. It's a good one too. So let's see what else we got. You're 2.5. That's not good enough for 2.5. See, not good. Gone. 1.5 versus 2.2. Not good enough. Gone. 2.5 versus 3.9. See, that's good. We like to see that. Wait. Yeah, it's over. It's 3.9. That's a lot. For 5.2. Yeah, you're good. We'll see what else we got. Anybody else? We'll just knock out the ones we don't count. So 2.4. Nope. Gone. Colton 2. No. And 2.5 on a 3.6 and a 4. Okay, you're good too. So I have 3 props I could take for shots on goal. I can take you at 1.5, 2.5, and 2.5. Let's look at the last 10, see who's doing the best. You can kind of just look at it and see who's doing well. You have 0, but you have a lot of volume. You have more consistency around the 4 mark, which we want to see. You're kind of iffy, but then you popped off for some volume, and then you've been great. So I think I'm going to get rid of Evan. We're going to keep Leon. We're going to keep Devin. And now I feel good about those two. So we're going to go TOEWS over 1.5 shots on goal. And then we're going to go Leon. DRAISA. It's already typed out for me because I took it last time too. So we got that one. And we're not going to take a slider total because this is too good of a matchup. Look at the numbers. Way too good. Next. And last but not least, Kings and Canucks. And we can see it is a pick 'em. It's a pick 'em with a 5.5. Let's look over the goalies. Let's see, who do we have? Scroll, and we have 211 versus 317. I think I know who's better statistically. Sorry, Thatcher, you are struggling, my dude. Darcy is the deal, real deal. Let's see what else we got. Numbers. LA's doing better on numbers. They're doing better on goalie. I'm taking LA money line. Sorry, yeah, it's a pick 'em basically. Yeah, I'm taking LA on the money line. Got to do that. And then lastly, let's throw a prop with it. Do we have anything good? JT Miller shots on goal, 5 for 5, 9 out of 10. Nice. Quinton, same thing, but 80%. Points against, points for Canucks against Darcy. Oh, I think not. Those two were no's. And Connor Garland. So we have 3 props we can look at here. JT Miller's doing pretty good. I took him here, and I think I took him one of these 3 points too. So he's averaging 2.8 on a 1.5, which is nice. 2.6, that's good too. He is in contention. Byfield, 2.4 and a 2.2, not good enough. Sorry. And then Connor, 1.5 and not good enough. So we're taking LA moneyline, and we're going to take Mr. Miller over 1.5 shots on goal. Simple as that. You see how we do it around here. So that is everyone. Let me show you the schedule. It was a big old slate. Now tomorrow, there's only 2 games. And then Saturday, big old slate. Sunday, little slate. Monday, big slate. I don't know why they're doing it this way, but that's what they're doing. So tomorrow, I will be back with some Friday NHL. I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. If you want the sheets typed out, the sheets, you want access to the sheets so you can do your own research or the plays typed out, go to the HQ, check it out. And we'll see you tomorrow for these 2 NHL games. Peace.